Hey guys, it's Elfgard, and today I'm going to show you how to make a basic YouTube thumbnail. Let's get on with it. So, what I like to do first is to find a picture that you like. I'm going to File, Open, and I already made a folder for this. This is the picture that I want to use. I selected it here. This is my picture which I want to use. Now I like to find a base color in the picture so that your thumbnail can be used, it can be gets personality. I use this tool to soak up the color in the picture, and I choose the base color in this photo. Because of the earth here, I think the base color is blue. I now have blue color here. Next, I make a new photo. I want it to be in the size of a YouTube thumbnail size. Okay, we're ready to go. So this is the layer of our new thumbnail. I click at the gradient tool. I'm sorry. I click at this tool to make everything the same color as the water. Now that we have that, let's find a text. There's many texts in Photoshop, and there's many texts which is related to what you want. So I'm going to select Digifit Normal today. Select the area which you want to use, which you want to have the text on. As you can see, I already have quite large text, so I'm going to turn it down a bit. 117 should be enough. So let's say I want to name this, I want my viewers to see my thumbnail with a clear big text. So let's call it Super Mario Odyssey Part 1. Now, I think this looks great and all, but I do think we need something else. A thumbnail with only text isn't that exciting. So we could bring another object from the original photo. And what is iconic about this picture? What do you think? Well, I think that Mario's hat is quite iconic, don't you think? So I'm clicking on the lasso tool, and I'll mark what I want to have in my picture, approximately. And you can click on your keyboard, Ctrl+C for copy. Now I've done that. I'm going to open a new file. I'm going to open a new file. As I'm opening this new file, as you can see, the height and the width of my new photo will be exactly the same as the one I copied from this picture. So I don't need to do any changes. I click Ctrl+V on my keyboard to paste. Here is the hat which we talked about. I'm going to go to the Magic Wand tool over here, and I'm going to select the part which I don't want, because the hat is what I only want here. So as you can see up here, we have the tolerance. It's set on 50. I'm going to set it a bit higher because I want all this blue, all the elements around the hat, I want that to go away. So I'm going to click on 100. That is the highest tolerance. As you can see, it creates a big space. We can click on most of the spaces, which we don't want. Now click too much, so we have to click Ctrl Z on the keyboard. It looks like we got quite a lot now, so I'm going to click Ctrl X to cut it out. Let's see the result. Well, we got rid of some, but I'm not quite satisfied yet. So we're going to click on the Paint Bucket tool and just click on the pieces which we don't want. Now it looks much better. I got rid of a lot which I don't want, but there's still a few pieces here which we can get rid of. So I'm going to click on the eraser tool. And you can also change how big you want it to be. We're going to click on approximately 53. There are faster ways to do this. Now, as you can see, I'm doing some mistakes here and there. So I'm going to go back to the part where I'm satisfied. And I'm going to zoom in. So we're going to see how big this is. Okay, it's going to be that big. So we'll be careful. We'll try to sense our way through the picture here, not to make too many mistakes. Of course, we could always continue using the magic wand tool to get rid of everything. All you need to do is click on the colors which you don't want to be in your thumbnail, because this is going to be your thumbnail at the end. We're going to click Ctrl X. There's still some small things here and there. And to get rid of those, I would like to continue using the eraser tool. But we could also use the paint tool here. It's quite precise at sometimes. As you can see, it gets rid of many small elements on the screen. Now I think we've satisfied, so I'm going to zoom out. Now this is the result. What I'm going to do now is look at our picture again. It's got a blue background. So I want to click on the magic wand tool, click on the background, click right click on the picture, and I'm going to mark the reverse of the picture. Now instead of marking the white, it's going to mark Mario's hat. I'm clicking Ctrl C. And going back to our thumbnail, I'm going to click Ctrl V. Here we got our hat. By clicking this tool, the moving tool, we can move the hat wherever we want it to be. Now, I think it would look nice if we move the hat to here, because the hat itself got a moving line here, so it could look cool if we put it as it flew in from the picture. But now you can see the hat is kind of in the way of the text. We can't read what it says. So we can move the different layers here to change its order. So we're going to click the text layer here, Super Mario Odyssey, and move it on top of the hat. Now we can move the hat back to where we want. So we can, as you can see, we can see his eyes, but we can at the same time see the text. What I think is important to do as a YouTuber is I want my viewers to see the text. When they see the thumbnail, I want them to able to read it, what it says right away. So I think this text, it's not big enough. So let's set it to a bit more so that the viewers can see what it says here. I think this is a good way to show you how to create bigger text. Of course, you could always make it smaller. Let's keep it like this. Now we have a blue background. We have a text. We have a picture. There's something more I want to add. The text itself is completely white. Let's mark the text. Let's go to layers. Let's go to layer style. Let's go to stroke. And let us make a stroke over the text itself. We're at the stroke here, the stroke section. I click on the mark here to make it go. I click OK. Now it's more in the style of the hat here. The hat itself, the style, has thick lines. The text here has also thick lines. What else could I do? How can I make my thumbnail extra special? Well, if we go click on the background, how about we add a filter? Of course, if you want your thumbnail to be like this, it's okay. But we can, of course, go to filter. I will click on background. I will go to filter. And I'm going to go to blur. And we'll go to zoom and rotate blur. So we can make the background blurry. Of course, now it is difficult to see because our background is totally blue. But let's say we want to do something in the background more blurry. So we click on layer 1, which is our Mario hat here. And we click on make blurry and moving blur. So as you can see now, we can't even see Mario's hat because I chose it to be at 2000 in the distance. So you're going to move it down to 180 and to a distance where we are happy. Because Mario's hat is in a move, it's cool to have a bit blur so it looks like it's going fast. But not too much, because then we can't see Mario's hat. But we can go back. I think I'm happy. I'm happy here at 29. So let's click OK. Now, I think I'm happy with this thumbnail here. Of course, I could make, of course, another example, but I think I'm happy with how this looks. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe if you want to see more tutorials like this. And as always, I will upload more gaming videos. So thank you. And remember to subscribe and stay awesome. Goodbye.